And away we go. It is the nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com, brought to you as always by our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. Visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Download the app for Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Get down to Dayton, Kentucky, Wednesday through Sunday, lunch and dinner. Tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15%, or go to the app, and they will deliver pretty much anywhere inside the 275 loop. All right, Aaron. So, remember a couple days ago when I had us have this conversation about bowl season and why it's getting stupid and why I don't know how it really lasts in its current iteration? Sure. Well, that topic was because I started thinking about this show.
About this game?
Where we have to sit here and tell the fan base our three keys to the game on a game where we don't really have any idea about anything. Louisville has 3 coaches. Cincinnati has 6. None of them.
Do you even have to wear headsets at that point?
None of them have really called plays. None of them are really, the offensive and defensive coordinators for Louisville are gone. The offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator for Cincinnati are gone. Cincinnati's head coach is at Wisconsin. Louisville's head coach is at Cincinnati. Cincinnati has lost their top 4 wide receivers, their top 2 tight ends.
Did you see the news?
Quarterback.
You see the news that came out tonight, the domino effect that this has created for Drew Brees?
Yeah.
Who's going
Drew Brees is now a coach at Purdue. Interim.
And he can also recruit with an NCAA
he can go out on
waiver.
the road and recruiting with an NCAA waiver.
What are we doing?
So, with this game, we are as we are recording, we are roughly 36 hours from kickoff.
Can't wait.
Neither of us really have. I mean, I've been to a couple practices. I like what I think I see from Cincinnati, but I have no clue how Nate Letton's going to call a game. I love Kerry Combs. When he's called plays defensively, things didn't go well at Ohio State. We're just being honest here.
Buckeye fans thanked us for taking him off their hands.
Yeah. At Louisville, Deion Branch is their head coach. He was not on their coaching staff. He was it's like if Greg Scruggs, when he was player development guy, all of a sudden was put in a head coaching position. Greg Scruggs, who also is from Cincinnati, went to Louisville. Just an irony.
Deion Branch has a Super Bowl ring.
He does. So does Greg Scruggs. Maybe they should have brought Greg Scruggs back from the Jets.
That's why I wanted to bring that up as you were making the comparison.
So
what are we doing here?
This thing's a shit show. But Thursday night is for 3 keys. So here we go. Let's do it.
So dumb. I actually tried here. I tried.
No, unfortunately, this is also my number 1.
Shut up.
It is.
You have to win the turnover game.
It's going to be a shit show.
Yes.
The weather also, if you look at the weather forecast,
there's
supposed to be rain and snow in Boston that morning. There's going to be 15 to 25 mile an hour sustained winds.
This was not my original number 1. My original number 1 was run the ball, and my number 2
was my number 2.
My number 2 was pass the ball.
No.
And my number 3 was stop the cards. But win the turnover game. I think that this defense has an opportunity to actually flex. If anybody on this field wearing a Bearcat uniform has the opportunity to flex outside of Fletcher, to be completely honest,
kicking into if he's got the wind at his back at 25 miles an hour,
gale force winds. Let's go. kicked it over his fucking head.
He lined up at the 45-yard line. I was like, shit, I'm kicking straight over his fucking head.
But you have to win the turnover battle in this particular game, especially you're bringing back what we're missing. We're missing Shepard, who's now gone to UC or Maryland, rather, not UCF.
Yeah, Maryland.
Yeah. And
the rest
you're missing,
of the DBs are there.
Yeah, so you're missing him, and you're missing
Malik. I don't. Yeah.
Well, Malik's been gone all year. I don't consider missing him at this point.
Right, but I'm just saying, like those.
So everyone else should be intact, though.
Yeah. Now the thing well, we'll do yours, and then when I have that as my number one, I'll talk about why I have that as my number one.
All right. My number two: don't kick the ball. just don't. Fourth down, go for it. I'm okay with punting, but field goals should be an afterthought. Like the only
now they
the only
have a good kicker. Louisville does.
Okay.
Cincinnati, not so much.
I don't know that it's going to matter if you're kicking a field goal with a good kicker or a bad kicker. If it's 11 a.m. and we're kicking the ball, like I don't know.
Kickers don't wake up early? Like, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying
kickers sleep in?
I'm saying the whole thing's stupid. But don't kick field goals. You can kick an extra point because it's an extra point, and it's not NFL extra points where you're kicking from like the 35-yard line or whatever the hell we're doing these days in the NFL.
Sure.
But don't kick the ball. I don't want people are going to think it's 2021 all over again, and we don't even need any of that. Don't kick the ball. My number three, Evan Prater wills this team to victory. You kind of stole a little of my thunder when you were doing the post-game show with the Rock of Truth guys, but a point that you made, and I'm going to steal the actual wording, is you have the backyard. Why? You gave a take. You gave a take
that I'm going to give in 90 seconds on this show.
Well, I was trying to do it here. Clearly, I already had this written down.
Me too.
But Evan Prater wills his team to victory. He's going to run. I'll give you the wording. But he's going to run. He's going to pass for under $150. I don't look for this team to have more than 150 yards. They're missing entirely too many receivers and tight ends. You may even see most of the passing yards come from screens or dump offs to a running back. Who knows? But hopefully this offense can do enough to get him into some type of rhythm, albeit whether it be with his legs or with his arm, to where we can muster something that resembles 300 yards of offense. I'd like to see that.
Here's the problem.
We have the same. For all those listening, we do these separately and don't talk about them.
No, because we don't want. We should probably talk about them so that this doesn't happen. But
this hasn't happened all season.
Right. We've been very good about having our own thoughts and then not. I think the problem just is
this game.
I mean,
it's this game. Like, it's stupid.
So the whole thing turnover margin, plus minus in turnover margin. You have to be plus in the turnover margin. Here's my concern. Louisville was one of the better defenses in the country at turning people over, and Cincinnati was very, very streaky in that department. They were very inconsistent in turning people over. There were times that it felt like they had some momentum there. There were also times where it felt like they went 2 or 3 games really without a turnover. So,
in all fairness, though, it didn't feel like the offense turned the ball over a ton.
No, but that was with Ben Bryant at quarterback.
Well, Ben Bryant was also the one responsible, I feel like, for most of the turnovers.
Well, you can't. Come on, you can't do that. This offense didn't turn the ball over much, but it was always Ben Bryant.
No, my point is we didn't fumble the ball. Really?
You complained all season that they fumbled the ball and recovered it, and you penalized them for that that they fumbled the ball all the time, but they managed to recover it.
They didn't fumble it away.
You can't turn around and use that now as a plus when it was a negative for you all season.
My point right now is that Ben Bryant turned the ball over. The guys who fumbled usually recovered it.
You suck so bad.
I told you this whole thing is stupid. I don't want to do it anymore.
You suck so bad. You came on this show every week and you were like, 3 turnovers. And I was like, Aaron, the other team didn't get any of those turnovers. And you were like, well, they put it on the ground. And now, you son of a bitch.
Evan Prater didn't turn it over.
He didn't play.
Semantics.
I'm bright red right now from laughing. I can't catch my breath for a minute.
So stupid.
You got to win the turnover battle. You can't. Like, look, if it's +1, -1, I don't think that's a big deal. But, like, ultimately, it can't be Louisville forces 3 Cincinnati turnovers and Cincinnati doesn't get any from Louisville. You don't have enough firepower in a game like this to overcome that. 2, run, Evan, run. And that's what we talked about in the Rock of Truth post-game, post-show, that you were going to try to steal from me, even though it was my number 2 topic here. This is going to be backyard football. Louisville doesn't have a passing attack. Malik Cunningham, their starting quarterback, is not playing. They're on a backup. They're missing guys too. This is going to be a ground game, especially in the weather. Sustained 15 to 25 mile an hour winds. It's going to be cold. It's going to be damp. Evan Prater is a backyard football player, right? Like, just break it off. Find a seam, find a gap, get upfield. All of a sudden, you've got a 35-yard gain in a game where both teams are struggling to move the football.
If Evan's legs account for 150 of 300 yards, I feel like Cincinnati walks away hoisting a keg of nails.
If Evan Prater runs for 150 yards, yeah, I guarantee a Cincinnati victory.
Let's go.
Have they had anybody run for 150 yards in a game all season, Aaron?
Well, not this season. No. Also, Ben Bryant's been at quarterback, so.
I just mean, like, they haven't had a running back gain 150 yards all year, have they?
I'm not sure. That's a different conversation.
3 keg stands. Win the game, find that damn keg, and everybody hold each other's feet up.
Bring it back home, put it in a trophy case to keep there until the ends of time. Don't let an equipment manager take it home.
Let me have it. I'll put it right here somewhere, and you guys can see it every night. That's my plea. Let me bring the keg home. We'll put it in a little case, and you guys can see it every night from here until eternity, as long as this YouTube channel and this show operates.
I bet that sumbitch is heavy.
No, there's nothing in it. It's just an empty barrel of. There's nothing in it.
There's no nails in it. Not even one.
Nope.
It's
empty.
2. They should put 2 in there, so there's at least plural nails in there, just for reasons.
It's empty.
What a dumb. I'm doubling down. The whole thing's stupid.
I've seen people pick up the victory bell.
Heavy as shit.
That thing is the heaviest fucking thing on the planet. I've seen people pick up the River City Rivalry Trophy, and it's not that it's heavy, but it's like
what was
weird
the trophy?
Weight distribution.
What was the trophy that there was a naked dude holding like a trident?
Oh, that was the Birmingham Bowl, where his ass was coming out of his gut. That was the Birmingham Bowl.
That one looked heavy and dangerous.
The keg of nails weighs like 6 pounds.
What are we doing? The keg of nothing. The keg of nothing.
Are you okay?
No. Never meet your heroes.
That's the nightcap. Hope you're ready for the Fenway Bowl. We'll see you back here on Saturday. Thanks to Galactic Fried Chicken. This is BearcatJournal.com.
See ya.